Hello, I'm Chelsea Fry with Motor Age Magazine. Customer relationships are a lot like the other relationships in your life. The principles that apply when you are forming new personal relationships apply with the customers in your shop. David Rogers, the Chief Operating Officer of Keller Brothers Inc. and the President of Auto Profit Masters, is here to talk about how acknowledging this similarity is the first step to getting results from your customer relationships. David, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Chelsea.
As you explain in your article, not everyone who drives by your shop is somebody you want as a customer. How can shops be sure to attract and retain the right customers?
The first thing is to understand that there's really two kinds of customers out there. There's people driving around looking for a beautifully cooked steak, and there are people looking for a greasy fast food hamburger. There are people that are looking for a repair shop that they can have a relationship with, someone that they believe will care for them. They want a place they can recommend their friends and family and keep them safe on the road. And they want to spend money to maintain their vehicle, believe it or not. There are also people who are looking for the cheapest deal that they can find. They want their free service. They want it yesterday. They want to complain. They want to waste your time. They have no intention of ever being your customer. And the sooner you figure out the difference between the two, the sooner you can get busy and put the right kind of customers in your business. You got to decide what your shop is going to be. Are you a steakhouse? Then you can't use your advertising looking for customers who just want the fastest, greasiest burger available. You can't half commit. If you want to be that high-end steakhouse, you've got to be that high-end steakhouse from the front to the back. Your advertising must be consistent. If customers are getting some ads about your cheap oil change on, say maybe a Groupon or something, and then they're seeing some ads about your excellent service and what a wonderful company you are, which one is it? If you don't know, they can't tell. If you're tying your staff up with a bunch of no-value bottom feeders that simply want the cheapest deal out there today, you're fooling yourself. You may be busy, but you're not winning the game. Your staff also has to be consistent. Does everybody answer the phone the same way? Does everybody inspect the vehicles through the same process? Seriously, ask yourself that question, shop owner. Does your shop look like what your advertising says you are? Getting and keeping great customers is about targeting the right person with the right message. I will be the last person to tell you that the people with the highest income are your best target. They're not. It's the right customer and the right message. Repeating the right message over and over, and then delivering on what you promise when they finally come in or when they call. You need to think about those phone interactions too. Every aspect has to be correct.
So now that you have the right customers, how does a shop get results from relationships?
Well, now you're asking me to boil a 3 CD class down into one answer, but I'm going to do my very, very best here. And let's just say you've chosen to be the steakhouse and not the greasy hamburger joint. First things first, what do you think of in a great steakhouse? Amazing customer service, perfectly cooked food, leaving happy and content, maybe quiet, pleasant interactions. You expect these things because they set a high bar, and then they meet those expectations consistently. It only takes one tasteless, chewy, overcooked gray steak or one visit with rude service to ruin your opinion permanently. Think about it. You've got to think about it in order to understand your customers. Too often times we get caught up in all the activity And we believe that, oh, well, I'm busy right now and they can see that, so they'll understand why I didn't take the time to explain everything to them the way that I normally do. No, they won't. It's the same way in the shop. When we set ourselves apart with our marketing, that we're not a discounting cheapo shop, that we do deliver excellent service and skilled repair, that we're different from other places, that they could bring their car because of the value that we offer them, then we have to deliver on those expectations in everything we do. That means from the moment they walk in the door or pick up the phone and speak to you. So don't think you get any freebies. There's no 3 strikes and you're out. 1 and boom, they're done. When I say deliver, I mean more than fixing the car well, obviously. I mean more than taking care of them at the front counter, on the phone, more than just following up. I mean caring for every single customer like they're your favorite family member. That's what it's really about. If the service you deliver matches those high expectations that you've set, you build trust and loyalty, and you'll get real results from your relationships with your customers. Again, you may not have to be the high-end $200 a plate steakhouse, but what you do have to do is you have to be very specific in building the expectation of those customers, and then very specific in delivering on every single line. Understand that none of this is possible if you aren't doing and putting the same effort into your relationships with your staff. But that's another CD all in of itself, isn't it, Chelsea? I told you there was more to it than a quick class. That's the truth, though. Relationships are no different at work than they are at home. I can't be there to handle every single aspect of my business. And the fact of the matter is no single staff member can be. So I have to invest in each of them. I have to care about them. I have to make a point to develop their careers and their opportunities. I have to look at what kind of person it's going to take and how confident they must feel in order to carry out the things that my high-end steakhouse offers on the menu.
Hopefully, David's advice on customer relationships will help you retain your best customers and get the best results. To learn more, you can reach out at David via email at contact@autoprofitmasters.com. Thank you.